So, if that's the flaw, what are the pillars we need to build our mental fortress on?
Mental resilience isn't innate. It's a capacity that's built on two intrinsically linked pillars: financial resilience and cognitive tools. Let's start with the financial base, the economic buffer. Nobody can train their mind to resist pressure if their economic base is fragile. Your ability to handle stress is measured directly by the amount of time you can survive without income before panic sets in. This translates to the non-negotiable emergency fund.
The consensus is 3 to 6 months of fixed expenses, right?
Absolutely. That's your first psychological firewall. It's not just for car repairs, it's a mental shield that buys your prefrontal cortex time to think. And secondly, you must tackle high interest debt. Credit card debt and consumer loans are primary triggers for acute, paralyzing stress. Eliminating those is the fastest way to reduce the overall pressure in your life.
I want to focus on the second part of resilience, which is purely psychological, emotional detachment. How do we truly separate our self-worth from our net worth?
This is about treating money as a working tool, not an extension of your personal identity. Think about the 2008 global financial crisis. The investors who lost fortunes weren't just the ones in risky assets. They were the ones that, under pressure, sold at the worst possible moment. They converted a temporary paper loss into a permanent loss out of sheer panic.
That reminds me of the famous John Bogle quote: "The key to long-term investing is often doing nothing during volatility."
That discipline is detachment in action. A great practical exercise is what we call the mirror exercise. Create a written long-term investment plan, goals for 5, 10, and 20 years. When the market drops and you feel panic, read that plan. Ask yourself, did my 20-year plan change because the S&P 500 dropped 5% today? If the answer is no, you stay the course. The written plan is your anchor of rationality, pulling you out of the emotional tidal wave.
That's a fantastic way to reconnect with your original purpose. Let's move to the cognitive tools that force our logical brain back online. The source material highlights two powerful ones. The first, the 10-10-10 rule.